All right, guys, again, Jason McManus with the Glazier Drive here. Really excited to talk about this topic here because this is something new that we did this year, and not necessarily new. This was the first time we were able to get to it. Again, I've been coaching a long time at a bunch of spots, did the college thing for a while, had some success there in 14 to 17, 4 straight state titles in the state of South Carolina, finished number 4 in the country in USA Today and Max Prep. So just a great run. Had a lot of success. So one of the things that I really made a commitment to this year was the one-word RPO game. Us air raid, no huddle, fast-paced guys. Like one of my deals is I want to go as fast as humanly possible all the time. Okay, we do not want to let the defense breathe. Okay. And we're at our best when we are just rolling and we got stuff built in. So this year we got into some one-word RPO game and we only were able to get to it off the inside zone, which was fine, okay, where we basically hold up a sign or we echo a word and all 11 players know what to do. So the thing that we started doing this year was, we were packaging inside zone with pre-snap bubbles. We were packaging inside zone with stack receivers and pre-snap fast screens. We were packaging inside zone with pre-snap fast screens where the quarterback had the ability to pre-snap either side or read the zone and then pull it and then use his triple option principles as a post-snap. So we had a pre-snap RPO built in, and then we had a run with a post-snap RPO built in as well. So the quarterback had 3 options every single time. But the one-word play where we essentially, the buzzwords, Zebra, Zorro, Zelda, Zulu, Irene, Eileen, Oklahoma, Oregon, whatever we came up with, all 11 guys sprinted as fast as they could, okay, and got lined up, and we snapped the ball, okay? And I'll get into some of the things that we did as well. So why one-word tempo runs, okay? It allows you to play really, 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 really fast. Notice I said really, really, really fast with no substitutions, okay? If I see a team that substitutes a lot, we'll go into a lot of this one-word substitution or this one-word tempo play. One-word play and signal tells all 11 players what to do. Okay, it's best used for an inside or outside zone with a screen tag. So, for example, our outside zone to the right was Oregon or Oklahoma to the left. Inside zone to the right was Zebra. Inside zone to the left was Zelda. Z, R, Zebra, Z, L, Zelda. Outside zone, Oregon. Outside zone to the left, Oklahoma. So we held up signs. We screamed the word. We did all types of cool stuff. So it seems from a blocking standpoint for your offensive line where we were able to basically just full gap or full zone scheme where we're just basically blocking an area or blocking a gap, okay, which created defensive displacement, which was really, really good. It eliminates blitzing and creates misalignments by the defense. When you line up in wide alignments, it makes the defense defend the entire field. Great runs versus defensive movement blitz. So, we were getting into like 2x2 stack where the receivers were lined all the way outside on the numbers on both sides. So the receivers were lined up on the numbers, okay, and then they were stacked on the numbers, and then that made the outside linebackers, the apex players, widen out, which gave us a better box to run the football. And then if we did pull it, now we've stretched them even more to where that guy may have to widen out, and then the quarterback's got a better run lane, okay? Locks the defense into a vanilla front end coverage. I think that's true. When you're going so fast that they can't catch their breath, okay, you really lock them into a fronter coverage, okay? On inside zone or outside zone, we fuzz the box, O-line run tracks, and block a gap. No defensive ID. So when we go with the one-word tempo plays, the one-word tempo, inside zone, outside zone, there are no IDs. We don't, odd, even, under, it doesn't matter. We are blocking a gap. So if I'm running outside zone to the right, All 5 linemen are ripping and running, and we are blocking an area. A gap, B gap, C gap, D gap. It's the same thing on inside zone. If we go one word zone to the right, we're snapping the ball as fast as we can, and all 5 linemen are basically just wedge blocking, okay, and we're blocking a gap, okay. That way there's no ID, because what happens is when you go really fast, the D linemen are standing up, they're looking to the sideline, they're misaligned, and it messes with our ID system, okay. So if I'm going inside zone to the right, set hut, all 5 linemen are just blocking a gap. It's almost like wedge blocking, almost like a quarterback sneak where, of course, we're all in 2-point, but they're all just wedge blocking and blocking a gap. Same thing on outside zone, okay? One-word tempo signals, this is pretty cool. And again, the reason we did this is because the kids love these signals, man. I asked a kid in my PE class, like, who was this guy right here? And he starts telling me all about, I think this was the Zulu warrior right here. Okay, this is Zelda. This was old school Zelda. This is a tribe in Africa, a Zulu tribe. This is Zebra, Oregon, Oklahoma. So these are some of the pictures that we used on our signs, okay? And we had dummy signs as well. I had my backup quarterbacks hold the signs. My JV quarterbacks, we had 2 JV quarterbacks and then an 8th grade quarterback. So on Friday nights, they were my sign guys. So if I'm screaming, Zelda, 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 that dude's holding it up. And then we got some other kids who were holding up the dummy signs. Again, we signal everything, but we do use the signs as well. So these are some of the ones we we did this year. The kids really thought these were cool, and they had a good time with it. So one-word tempo runs 2021, okay? So Zebra and Zelda, zone to the right, zone to the left. This was 2x2 wide stack. So everything was at a 2x2 set, wide stack, okay? Inside zone with pre-snap or post-snap triple option RPO. Zorro or Zulu was inside zone with pre-snap bubble screen, post-snap triple option RPO. So that's inside zone with pre-snap bubbles on both sides, all out of a 2x2. All right? Zebra Zelda, another week, okay, was pre-snap inside zone with fast screen. So now you've got normal 2x2 with outside guys running fast screens, pre-snap or post-snap triple option, okay? Eileen, we didn't get to this, but it's 2x2 inside zone with pre-snap double outs. So that's our Ohio concept where you got the runoffs on the outside, you've got speed outs on the inside. So the quarterback catch opens and throws if he likes it pre-snap. If he doesn't like it, he reads it, hands the ball off based on what the end's doing, or he pulls it and flips the Ohio out there if he gives it. And then, of course, Oregon and Oklahoma was 3x1 bunch, outside zone with pre-snap, bunch screener, hitch to single receiver. So if we're running Oregon to the right, okay, all right, Oregon to the left, so it's trips bunch to the right with a hitch to the single, okay? So outside zone to the left, he can pre-snap it, he can pre-snap the hitch. If he doesn't like the pre-snap, he can read the end on outside zone, and then he has the ability to pull it. And then, of course, Oklahoma is the same thing, okay? So when we run our zone stuff, and again, I'm not going to get into all the tags, but we're working a covered, uncovered principle, okay? So we'll tag, who do we want to run it? Zone left is Y, zone left Z. We'll just tag who we want, but we're always going to block the box. Our quarterback is going to read the defensive end on inside zone. We read the eyes of the DN and we read space, okay? So depending on space between the tackle and the DN, he's going to either make a decision to hand it off or pull it, and then his eyes go to his secondary read for the post-snap triple option, which is modern-day triple option. So zone right X or H, again, same thing, inside zone. You can pre-snap it. There's a bunch of ways you can do it. But we're always going to have a pre-snap screen here with a post-snap RPO every single time we run it. We've made it simple for our backs. We're going to burst the butt of the center, and then, of course, the quarterback's going to read this guy, okay? Zone left versus 4-1. Again, I'm not going to get into all the calls, but basically when we block inside zone, we are working a covered, uncovered principle. So when we're not going fast, okay, our linemen are going to make their ID calls. So, for example, on the front side, it's, we've done uno, dos, tres. I think our guys calling scoop on the back side. Basically they're covered, uncovered, and then on the back side it's like ABC. So backside tackle's going to ice, checking for any jersey. So whatever your O-line coach calls it, that's on you. And I don't even mess with our offensive line coach. I just want to see it blocked right. So we love inside zone versus 4-1. Okay, we love it versus 4-2. It's a really good play versus a 4-2 box. You still want to read the end. Okay. Then we run zone right versus a 4-2. We love it versus 3-2. Now, again, it looks like he's calling this technique a duck, where the guard and tackle versus odd or the tight front guys, we're always going to work outside the box. So these two are going to work outside the box. These two are going to work to the backer. He's going to pry through, and then we still read the defensive end. Okay, so it never changes. Zone right, duck here, out, scoop here, pry through. There's a quarterback's read. Now, 3-3 stack, we block the box. Okay, so we're going to block the stack here where these two are ducking to the stack backer. These two are scooping to the middle backer or the middle stack, and then he's working the backside backer, and then we're reading the backside defensive end there. So zone left, 3-3 stack. Zone right, 3-3 stack. Sorry, zone left, I don't have a zone right. Okay, so, and again, when we run outside zone, we call it stretch. Okay, we do the same thing. We got the pre-snap deal over here, the post-snap RPO here. Now, what we tell our running back is we're going to run the railroad track. Remember, on inside zone, we're banging the butt of the center. That's kind of been a fair, consistent rule for us. I don't get into all the vertical bounce, bang, bend, read the three, bounce if we reach the three. That's a lot for high school kids. So we just try to get that thing vertical to bang the butt of the center to make sure we get that backside cutback, with J footwork where my shoulders are square downhill, okay? So on stretch, we're telling our tailback to run the railroad track in front of the quarterback. Quarterback's going to sit down in a chair. He's reading the eyes of the DN again. Space, eyes of the DN, okay? We're running the railroad track. This back has got to make a 3-step read and read the defensive end. We talk about chasing the butt of the ghost tight end. So the tackle is going to give us that read. If we reach that thing, we're hitting it outside. If we torque it, then we're going to stick our foot in the ground. Now, we've gotten away from trying to reach that, and we'll actually have our tackles just big arm that guy and run him up the field where we're trying to get so much lateral displacement and get the backside cut off so we get that nasty vertical cut right there. That's so important. And then stretch right, obviously there. Again, we're going to torque that thing. We're going to try to overtake. We're going to stretch it. We're going to try to get the backside cut off, and then we're going to stick our foot in the ground. So, again, all your pre-snap and post-snap RPOs are important. Okay, now stretch right again. 4-1, 4-1, 4-2. It's great versus either one. 3-2 is a really good play as well. 3-2, 3-3, 3-3 stack. We're good there. Okay, so let's get into the first one that we talk about. So this was the very first game of the year. Again, new quarterback. We had one returning starter on our offense. One, and it was the center. This guy played a little bit, but none of these other kids had ever played a snap, so this was new to them. But we're going zebra, zebra, zebra. So let's see. Where's my guys holding the sign? I guess they didn't put the signs down here. Okay, that's fine. So we're going zebra, zebra, zebra. So the play call is zebra. So they hear zebra. Okay, we got the stack into the boundary. I'd like for these guys to be a little bit wider. Okay, so to me, all right, what I tell the quarterback is if you've got leverage, this guy's tight to the box or deep, or you've got deep corner technique, you can pre-snap this ball if you want. Okay, now this guy's splitting the difference, so I don't know if he likes that. So the quarterback has the ability to pre-snap either one that he wants. Okay, and again, new starter at quarterback now. Okay, so this was his first time doing some of this. So he doesn't pre-snap it, which is fine. So now All right, we're going to read the defensive end's eyes in space to determine. If he pulls it, now he goes here and he reads him. If he widens, we keep it. If he commits to the quarterback, we throw it. Okay? So let's look at it from the end zone. All right, so he doesn't like his pre-snap. So again, to me, there's really no space between the DN and the tackle. All right, so based on the eyes of him, he should pull that because there's nobody on the quarterback. And then what happens is he pulls it. Now this guy commits to the quarterback and he throws the screen out there, okay? And now we've got a hat on this guy, okay? And then this guy's using speed to the sideline, all right? So, again, you're going to see how we evolved and got a lot better at this, okay? And again, you see how fast we're going. They're trying to get lined up, okay? We're going as fast as we can. See, we've got the sign held up here. So, Zelda, or zebra, okay? We should be going faster here, okay? This is definitely a misread again by the quarterback. This is the first game now, all right? We got a lot better. He got a lot better since the first year starting, okay? If this guy's deep, he could pre-snap that. You know, I don't think we want to pre-snap that, okay? So he's definitely got to pull that, okay? Definitely got to pull that. The back does a good job of sticking his foot in the ground and getting north and south, okay? But you see him moving. That's why, you know, they line up right here, okay? But you'll see some other stuff. You can see my comment when I met with him. Quarterback pull and throw misread, okay? That's definitely a pull for the quarterback, and he's got grass to either throw or run right here. But he got better and better and better. We ended up averaging about 6 yards of play on this concept. So it was really, really good. Okay, and again, you can see they're not getting down, but we should be snapping the ball now. Okay? All right, but again, understand, there's no idea at all. We're snapping the ball as fast as we can, and then we're just running our tracks, guys. We're running our tracks. Definitely don't like my pre-snap here at all versus apex player and walking up and pressing, okay? So, again, you see the blitzing coming here. That's why we block a gap. So if we run our tracks and block a gap, we get a hat on a hat, and then our little back just crams it up in there, and then you see him spit out of there for a touchdown. That's a really good job by our offensive line of taking care of the trash inside, and then our little back just cramming through there. Touchdown. Okay, again, he just crams it in there. Again, these three-man front teams, man, it gets nasty in there sometimes. They're pinching, they're moving, they're twisting. You know, so we ended up just full zoning the zone play every single time. Okay, and it worked out great for us. All right, same thing again. Now we're going zebra, but you can see how they're getting lined up late. The pace is pretty good. Here's my guy with the sign. Okay, I thought we almost come out of this one. Okay, we almost come out of this one. Okay, so if the quarterback pulls it, then he's got all the grass. But let me show you the end zone here. Okay, and again, watch the DN. He's up the field. All right, I think that's the right read. We almost get that picked off right there. And if we can run through an arm tackle, okay, and be a little more physical there, then we're going to hit our head on the goalpost. So again, you know, they almost twist themselves out of a play right here, okay? That little up and under stunt team started doing a lot to us. But we really want to get a hat on the inside zone. That's why we fuzz it. Full zone. Okay? All right, now here's Zelda, okay? So this was our first round playoff game. You can kind of see he's not getting lined up, okay? And this guy was a freshman now, so we had to play a freshman there at X receiver this game because we had some injuries. So there's no doubt this guy's tight to the box, all right? We got grass. Go ahead and pre-snap that RPO, all right? Here's what your backs have got to understand. They have got to be patient, all right? Because if they just, as soon as the ball's snapped, if they just go and run into the quarterback, they're going to knock the ball out of the quarterback's hands. So they have got to be patient, and they've got to go slow to go and take a peek at the quarterback, and if he turns and throws, just get out of the way. It's a really good job by our back right here, okay? He gets out of the way, and we just throw the pre-snap RPO. This is a pre-snap RPO. He likes it, he throws it. Okay, get to the sideline. And again, it's 5 yards. Okay, that's okay. That's a fine football play. Again, the back sees him throw, so he gets it out. Again, we had a freshman out there, but we still get 4 yards. Okay, here it is again. Zelda, he throws it again. That's fine. Okay, I definitely look at the tempo. You see they're displaced. They're looking to the sideline. You see how fast he gets lined up. That's what I really, really like. Okay, throw it out there. Get it out there. Get to the sideline. That's a little bit better. And again, guys, you got to live with 4 yards on this deal. You got to live with 5, but you'll see here in a minute, we had some gashes in the run game now, okay? Really good job of coming off slow. We worked that drill earlier. Okay, and that's a freshman, like I said. But 3-3 stack, tight to the box. One guy 9 yards off, throw the pre-snap, no doubt. Okay, and again, he got better and better and better at it. Better and better and better at it. Good ball, sideline, good football play. Great football play. Yeah, we're just running our tracks. We're just running our tracks. Running our tracks up front. Okay, Zelda, 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 Zelda. Okay, going fast. Okay, here's a good run. See, it opens it up. You got to give the zone play at bats, guys. All right, so again, this guy's outside the box. I don't necessarily like it. I'm okay with that. Okay, he widens out. Again, he could probably throw that to the field. He's a junior, so this is his first year starting in this deal. I expect him next year to flip that out there. And now look at all the grass you got. Well, he'll be so much better, okay? But he made a great decision in the run game here, okay? And the back does a great job of getting north and south. Okay, that's a 9-yard gain. So let's look at it. Again, we're blocking gaps up front. We're blocking gaps now. We're not IDing anything. Okay? The ends up the field. Eyes are on the quarterback. There's a ton of space. The back does a great job of getting north and south and keeping it tight. That's why we want to bang the butt of the center, get north and south against the center, so we can hit that backside cut right there, and there's the backside cut. Okay, that running back was a freshman too, and he got better and better and better. Again, we don't necessarily want to work so wide. We want to be slow to go there, okay, but we want to get a hat on the perimeter. Okay, good job by the quarterback, much better. Okay, Zelda, Zelda, Zelda again. Yeah, he almost got us here. He missed the read again, but he does a good job of flipping that RPO out there, and I think we get a first down. Okay, so again, notice the displacement. Okay, yeah. So if you notice what the DN does here, the back's a little bit too tight. I need that back a little bit wider, and especially when you're going really, really fast, your running backs have got to pay attention to alignments. They have got to pay attention to alignments. Okay? Okay, so again, we're just covering it up. Gap, hat on a hat. So again, that's pretty good there up front. Okay, again, we've got a hat on a hat. Hat on a hat on the zone. That's good. Hat on a hat, we're good. If we can get him a little wider, there's that cut. And if we hand the ball off, again, so as a senior, he's going to see that and he's going to be so much better. Okay, but that should be a handoff there, and that back should hit that backside cut for a touchdown. But he does a good job. All right, Zelda, Zelda, Zelda. Again, he pre-snaps it. That's fine. Much better here. Again, you see that they're not getting lined up. We're going really fast. Okay, they blitz a guy. We just flip it out there. That's much better. Now we're getting it going. You see it opening up a little bit, right? You see us open it up, okay? We're starting to open things up a little bit. It's starting to be better, okay? We're lined up. He thinks this guy's going to blitz, okay? He's off the edge. And see, now they're playing the screen. So we ever go back and hand that ball off, there's the gash, okay? He flips it out there. Give it to him. Good play. Okay. All right, here it is again. Zelda, Zelda, Zelda. Okay. And again, you got to live with the 3 to 4 yard run on zone, guys. You got to live with it. Okay. you have got to live with that back cramming it in there for 3 yards, okay? Because a lot of times when you're going fast and you create displacement, okay, then you're going to get a good play, all right? So here it is again. Same thing, stack. Now, understand this, guys. We don't just run zone out of this formation, okay? We have run screen and go. We have run switch route 4 verticals. You know, there's some things that we did out of this. So it's not like we just ran this one play out of this deal, okay? All right, now, here we go. Zorro, okay? So this week, all right, same thing for the offensive lineman. This team we played was probably one of the most blitzing teams I've ever played in my coaching career. Okay, they were stemming their D linemen late and moving and pinching. All right, so again, this was a little bit later down the season. So watch my quarterback. So now this game we got pre-snap bubbles on both sides. All right, so he doesn't like his pre-snap bubble versus man. He reads the end. He got better there. He got a lot better, okay? So he read it right. There's nobody on the quarterback. But this is why we full zone it. Look at all the movement. Guys are moving all over the place. They're not getting lined up. They're stemming late, all right? So we just block a gap. Block a gap. Again, where's my center going? Okay, I need my center in this A gap, all right? C, B, A, B, okay? And then there's a quarterback. Again, as a senior, he's going to be better at that, and he's going to hit his head on the goalpost. All right, here you go. Zelda, 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 or Zulu. Okay, here it is again. Notice the movement. See the movement? Okay, that's tough now. So we just block a gap, and then the back hits it up in there. All right? We don't want to put our guys in that position, especially when you're going fast, where they got to identify and re-identify, because it messes up your rules when they start stemming and moving. They show a 4-man front, and then they back into a 3-man front. So we just kind of wedge block that thing and let our back find a crease. Okay, let's look at it here. Not throwing my bubble versus man right here, no doubt about it. Not throwing it. Okay? Again, you see the movement. Again, you get some pinching and moving, that's fine. Cram it up in there, back. Cram it up in there. We get a face mask. But that's the shoulder square that I want of the back right there. That's better. Okay? Get a face mask. Okay, Zorro, Zorro, Zorro. Tempo, tempo, tempo. There it is. Notice it. Again, they're all over the place. He's looking back here. Okay, they're not getting lined up. They stem late. See, look at them. They're lined up, and then they stem late again. Again, it doesn't look great up front, but we're getting a hat on a hat. Again, he maybe could have thrown his boundary bubble if he likes it pre-snap. Again, you got your pre-snap deal, okay? But he doesn't like it, so he just runs the inside zone. The back does a good job of cramming it. Okay, watch him. They're moving. He gets our left guard. They get him. Okay, I need him blocking this A gap. I need him right there. Again, it's a gap. It's a gap run. Full zone. Wedge block it. So this guy should be blocking B, A, B, and just running your zone tracks. That's what we call a fuzz technique. Full zone. Full zone. Run your tracks. Back does a good job, though. Zorro, Zorro, Zorro. We're going fast. Hit it. Somebody gets beat there. Again, it's going to have that nose was like 6'6" now. That's a big guy. Okay. But again, that don't kill us. 2nd and 2. We get back to the line of scrimmage. I'm okay. I think he gets a yard. We're right at it. So let's see what happened here. Okay. Yeah, he slants in there. My guard's got to come on now. See, so my left guard, and we had a couple missed assignments this game, my left guard should overtake that, and then my center should be right there. So we got a lot better at it as the year went along. Okay, Zulu, Zulu, Zulu. This has got me fired up here now. No, this is the wrong one. He shouldn't have thrown that. I don't know what my Z's doing. Okay, he's got a block man on there. Okay, he shouldn't have thrown that pre-snap. Okay, because of pre-snap location and press right there. Okay, I don't like that decision. Okay, run the ball. That's much better up front. All right, let's get to the ones where we hit our head on the goalpost. All right, look at this. So y'all tell me, how you going to identify all this zone? Full zone it, guys. They bail them out, and they just blitz themselves out of it. Okay, they just blitz themselves out of it. Again, good run. Good run. Watch it. Okay. They mug. We run our tracks. Okay. Now our little left guard does a better job. Okay. He just blocks his B gap. There's our center. So again, watch us run our tracks. We run our tracks, and then we block this movement. That's so pretty by that center to block A, B. Tackle needs to keep coming, though. Don't turn back, son. Keep going. Keep going right there. Oh, is that the backer? Yeah, so he's right. I'm sorry, I thought that was a DN. Okay, but really good job of those guys. It looks like they show it and then bailing or something, and then they end up just blitzing themselves out. They get two in the gaps, okay, or the double up and under stunt, okay? Good run. All right, same thing again. And again, you live with it. You live with it. Cram it up. Look. See, they're all over the place. That second, again, you got to live with it sometimes. When you go fast, they may roll a strike. Okay? He probably could have thrown his bubble as well. But again, in year 2, he'll be so much better at that. All right, Zorro. Touchdown. Does he get in? Oh, no, he don't get in on this one. All right, so notice the movement. Come on. Come on, left guard. He don't need to mess with that guy. Again, he should go right here, right now, and he should pry through. Okay, and again, we got better and better at it. So what should end up happening is the tackle should take the up and under stunt, and then this guy runs himself out. So we got so much better at this, but again, we still got good plays. I think the quarterback pulls it here, which is fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that decision. I think he sees that guy squeeze and there's not a lot of space. So pull it, hand it, and get what you can. Okay. Zulu. Again, another good little run by that freshman back. Again, look at all the movement, the blitzing. They're coming from all over the place. We want to get a hat on a hat, guys. A hat on a hat. Hat on a hat. Okay, hat on a hat. Okay, Zorro. Again, my quarterback maybe could have pulled this one here. All right. Let's see what we got. All right, here we go. Tempo. Now we're going. All right. They blitz. They hit their gaps wrong. Touchdown. So again, don't get discouraged, guys, if you hit it for 2 yards or you hit it for 1 yard and then you hit it for 7 and then you hit that screen for 4. Because, when we talk about at-bats, right, you're a baseball player, you need at-bats, man. You got to get reps. It's just like this play. The inside zone play is the best play in football because you get a hat on any inside movement, any slants, if you run your tracks. So I think we could have scored on this play, any of us. Okay? So they end up running themselves out of gaps. Watch my right tackle rip and run on the backside. Again, that kid was a sophomore. We got every one of these linemen back. All 5 of them are coming back. All 5 new starters first year. We scored 69 points this game running this play only. Okay? And we had some explosives in the pass game. Okay? But we went really fast, and they blitzed themselves out of gaps, and then we were able to get a hat on a hat and not get knocked back, and we created great plays inside. Okay? Easy. All right? Now, this was it again. Another game, and this team was Blitz City too. Okay? Blitz City as well. But instead of running the bubbles or the stack, we ran pre-snap and post-snap fast screens now. Okay? So again, all right, they're bringing the up and under deal. But what should happen is my right tackle, we got to run through an arm tackle, guys. My right guard needs to climb to this backer. And then we should be one-on-one with that safety. Okay? But we got to run through an arm tackle. Okay? that's where that back has got to do a really good job, of getting downhill. I think the tempo's pretty good. I think the alignment's pretty good, okay, but we have got to get downhill and run through an arm tackle. All right, here it is again. Again, we're almost there, okay? And understand later in the year we started doing some different things with some RPOs because this is how teams were playing us, okay? The teams that aren't very good, they just blitz city and try to sell out to stop the run, okay? So we were able to just kind of, do some different things in the RPO game. When we ended up, we can turn back on that guy. There's some other things we can do. All right, Zorro again. That's a little bit better run. That's about 4 yards. Okay, and it's sloppy game too. They're all over the place, diving our legs, cutting us, all over the place. Not bad up front. Okay. Yeah, we got to pre-snap this, I think, now. And again, I think that guy's a freshman, so maybe he didn't like throwing it to him. And again, this team, we scored, I think, 48 this game because this is how they played us. So, they're just blitzing from everywhere, guys. So we pitched and catch. We threw for like 400 yards. This guy had like 5 touchdowns, because they were just all over the place and weren't sound, and then they made it sloppy in the run game. Okay, they did. So here comes a guy late, but again, if he's blocking a gap, he should go right to that guy. Okay? Again, better run. You see us, again, this is 2nd and 5. All right, a little bit better here. Okay, a little bit better. Okay, the end runs up the field, so we get 6-7 yards there. Okay, better job. Again, we got to run through that, man. You have got to run through that arm tackle. Okay? Okay, Zorro. Get eyes up, cram it up in there. And the other thing too, guys, is we try to get a large volume of plays. We're going to, if we're going fast and the other team's no huddle too, we're going to get 90 plays. So sometimes it looks like, sloppy. You're only getting a yard, you're getting 2. They're blitzing into it. That's fine, okay, because I like the tempo part of it, and I also think that it's feast or famine sometimes. And with us doing this stuff, they're going to get you a few times, but then we're going to gash them in the run game as well. Okay, Zorro again. Again, these teams just kept bringing blitzing, man. It drove me crazy. All right, now he actually finally throws the fast screen. And again, you see what we do because they're bringing everybody in here. Okay, and we got to do a better job blocking on the perimeter. But he does flip it out there and get us about 5 yards. Okay, we throw it again, I think. Yep, sideline. Again, 5 yards, 4 yards. So we're 1st and 10. Okay, all of a sudden he hits to the sideline. Now we're 2nd and 6. Okay, so that's a good football play. I'm okay with 3 or 4 yards on this. I'm fine with that. Okay, not every play is going to be a touchdown. Okay, not every play is going to be a touchdown. Okay, so again, understand what we're trying to do. When we run these tempo runs like this, all right, we are trying to, when you're playing a team who blitzes like crazy, it's hard to run the football, okay? So what we're trying to do is create a safe run and an outlet for a quarterback, okay? But this is pretty good up front as far as like being gap to gap, foot to foot, and then we're basically just running our tracks there, okay? So again, this was the one-word RPO, okay, where, you come up with any buzzword you want to do, okay? It could be any word that tells all 11 what to do, but I would make sure it makes sense. All right? And then just teach it and expand on it every week, but it does allow you to go fast, and it allows you to run the ball and be balanced and be creative and innovative. Okay? So again, there's my cell, my email, my Twitter handle, my website, Facebook, anything else you need. But this is something that I want to expand next year and add more screens and better runs and probably be a little more sound in it. But like I said, we average about, it's like 6.4 yards a play on it, and I think we ran it like 34 times, that particular scheme. So that's pretty good production. Considering we had a first-year quarterback, one returning starter on offense, and we saw blitzing every single week. Okay, so again, good stuff. Hopefully you like it, and thank you so much.